For long distance motorcycle riding, the number one factor in determining how comfortable you're going to be on that ride is your seat. So in today's video, I've got 4 seats that we're going to talk about. I got 2 seats that are from Harley Davidson, and I have 2 aftermarket seats. I have a Saddleman seat and a Mustang touring seat. So today we're going to talk about them. I'm going to let you know the pros and cons, in my opinion, on doing long distance rides on all of these seats. Let's get into it. The first seat that I'm going to talk about is my custom Harley hammock seat. They do not look like this if you buy it from Harley Davidson. If you go on their website, it's straight black. That's going to cost you about $620, and they make them for different Harley bikes, whether you have the new style bikes or the prior generation road glides. Actually, I'm not sure they make these for the new bikes yet. I'm not sure. You have to check on that, but they're about $620 according to their website. It's also the widest seat here at your hip. It's about 18.5 inches. It weighs in at 9 pounds, 11 ounces. So of all the seats that I've used, this one is the lightest. Now a stock seat is probably even a little bit lighter than that because I had extra padding added to the seat when I bought it. Now I put about 70,000 miles on this seat between when it was a stock seat and during the time since I've had it reupholstered. After the first year and a half, I started noticing tearing along the stitching along the side of the stock seat. So I took it to an upholstery shop, and that's when I had all of this work done. Now initially, this seat was a bright, beautiful red stitching. I had idly embroidered in here. That looked really good. Red stitching all around, the diamond patterns. It looked fantastic. It's obviously worn down now. The red stitching is fading. In the seat area, it's turned white. Up here in the passenger seat area, I don't know what this is. It's like dirty red or something. I'm not sure. But from a comfort standpoint, this seat is still the gold standard for me. On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate this seat a 10, a solid 10. Unbelievably comfortable. In fact, I took a 4,500 mile ride from Savannah, Georgia, all the way out to Colorado and back on this seat. No pain, no discomfort at all. I absolutely love this seat. But I've got another bike, my 23 CVO. So the other seats that we're going to talk about today are all for this bike. When Harley Davidson first did the release for the 23 CVOs, I fell in love immediately. The bike was absolutely fantastic, and in my opinion, everything about the bike was gorgeous, including the stock seat. It looked fantastic. It had Alcantara around the sides, beautifully designed, probably in its stock form. It's the best stock seat that I've seen Harley Davidson make. Absolutely gorgeous. The problem is the comfort level of that seat does not match the looks. I am thoroughly convinced that whoever approved that seat for that bike doesn't ride long distance, because you can't comfortably do long distance riding on that seat, on that bike, for any length of time, or at least I can't, because I like my seat soft. These seats are anything but soft. They're very firm and stiff. I don't like my seats to feel like that. So after about 6 months and a couple thousand miles of riding, I had an opportunity to speak to the owner of Boyz Cycles out in California. I shipped my seat off to him, and he reupholstered it and modified it a little bit, and he made it a little bit more comfortable. So kudos to them for that. And styling wise, I think they also did a nice job restyling the seat. It's got diamond stitching in here. I had red stitching added to it, but if you look at it now, the stitching is actually fading orange. Now this seat is 2 years old, and it's got about 20,000 miles of riding on it. Also had CVO embroidered into the seat to make it look like a stock seat, but the problem with this is that it's starting to tear here. So that's problematic. So maybe one recommendation, if you're thinking about having Bad Boys customize your seat for you, don't do the embroidery back there, because it doesn't seem to be durable over the long term. But otherwise, from a durability standpoint, other than the fading and the embroidery, the seat still looks really good, and it's good enough for long distance riding. It's not perfect, but it is good enough. It's quite comfortable. It's comfortable enough. I've not done any two-up riding on this bike because the back seat, in my opinion, is just a little bit small. It doesn't even look comfortable. So the stock seat or the rider seat not comfortable, I know that this was not going to be comfortable. So I never bothered taking my wife out for a ride with this bike. So I really can't speak to the passenger comfort on here, but you can look at this as well and see the formerly red stitching is now turned orange. And I don't see, well, actually it's red here under the bottom that's not exposed to the sun, but then you get up here, it's all orange. So that's unfortunate, because it's actually a pretty good looking seat. I think getting the colored stitching is going to be problematic no matter what you do. So it's probably a good idea just to stick with black stitching if you're concerned about long-term durability. Next seat we're going to look at is from Saddlemen. And as you can see, I've got a thing for red stitching. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. This is a fantastic looking seat. At the hip, it's about 14 inches. Cost on Saddleman's website, it's $900. Now imagine if you picked one of these up at Daytona or something like that, they probably offer discounts. But design and styling wise, it's very good looking. This part in the middle here has a carbon fiber look to it. I don't know if they'll embroider other logos here other than Saddleman, but on this particular seat, it's got Saddleman. It's got a cutout here for the backrest. The backrest mount is built into the seat. Very attractive seat. And the slender shape of the seat, I think, makes it probably the best looking seat that I have. It's just a really, really good looking seat. When you flip it over, it even looks good underneath, because they use rivets here as opposed to the staples that Harley Davidson uses. Also has little rubber pads here. I'm not sure exactly what they do. I guess they just keep the seat from touching the bike. I don't know. But the bottom line is, it's a good seat. It's very well built from a weight standpoint. It's pretty heavy. It comes in at 12 pounds, 4 ounces. It's about 2 pounds heavier than a Harley hammock seat. But really, really good looking seat. Comfort-wise, nope, I did not like riding on this seat. Saddleman says that they break in after about 500 miles. And after about 500 miles of riding on this seat, the only thing that was broken was my backside. I was uncomfortable. I did 2-up riding with my wife on this seat. She was also uncomfortable. She didn't like it, and I didn't like it either. And I was actually quite happy to take it off my bike after I came back from that trip. But looks, it's fantastic. A really, really good looking seat. And if I were not going to do long distance riding, this would be the seat that I would choose. Now, one other interesting thing with this seat is that it's an extended reach seat. I'm 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in there. This seat's too big for me, or reach. It gives me a little bit too much reach, I guess. So I would have had to adjust my handlebars, and maybe even, well, just the handlebars. The handlebars definitely need to be adjusted to make riding on the seat a little bit more comfortable. Actually, handlebars and the highway pegs. But otherwise, it's a really good looking seat. Now, I left the Saddleman seat on the table here because I want you to see how much more reach you get with this Saddleman extended reach seat. I believe Mustang also makes an extended reach seat. I'm not sure, but Saddleman makes a standard reach seat. So depending on your height, I mean, from my recommendation, unless you're about 6'5" or 6'6", go with the standard reach Saddleman seat. You'll be a lot more comfortable and have to do less adjustments to your bike. But the other thing you'll notice comparing these two seats is the width. It's very noticeable that this seat is about 4 inches wider than the Saddleman seat. I posted pictures of my new seat from Mustang on my Facebook group, and someone commented that I must have a really large behind and ride with someone who has a large behind. Whoever you are, sir, my wife is not happy with you for that snarky comment. But it's not hard to see why they feel that way, because look how wide this is and how much narrower the Saddleman seat is. And I think that's what makes the Saddleman seat look better just sitting on the bike. From a comfort standpoint, I think the width, extra width of this Mustang seat is what contributes to the comfort. In addition to that, it seems to be a little bit softer than the Saddleman seat. It's a lot softer. It's got the red stitching just like the Saddleman seat. And my fear is that it's going to fade as well, just like the other seats that I've had that I've got the most miles on. But my thing is, with a seat, this is a wearable item, because I ride about 25,000 miles a year, and apparently it doesn't matter what kind of seat that I get. They do wear out over time, and so at some point I'm going to have to get the seat reupholstered again just to make it comfortable. The other difference you'll notice between the Mustang and the Saddleman seats is the cutout for the backrest. I think Saddleman did a nicer job hiding the cutout for the backrest, and in case you want to ride without it. The Mustang seat is very obvious. The Mustang seat's designed to look like a one-piece seat, but it's not. When you flip it over, it's the hard plastic tray under there. Actually looks like it's metal, but that's plastic. And the receiver here at the front part of the seat near the gas tank is also designed a little bit differently. When you look at the cutout for the Saddleman seat, it's kind of built into the seat hidden. This is kind of out there. It looks weird when you first see it. In fact, this thing is bent. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, it's bent, but it actually fits. I thought they sent me the wrong seat when I saw this, but it fits well. It also has the rubber pegs, or rubber pads, just like you have on the Saddleman seat. And just like the Saddleman seat with the rivets, you also have the rivets here on the Mustang seat. So similar construction quality here, with the difference being the soft material on the bottom side of the Saddleman versus the hard plastic on the bottom of the Mustang seat. On their website, this seat is listed for $875, but they have some discounts ordering online. You can also get them cheaper if you get them at a motorcycle rally, so that's something else to consider if you're going to Sturgis or Daytona or one of the different bike rallies. Well, you can get these seats there a little bit cheaper than you can online. But there it is. It's a really comfortable seat. I just got back from a 1,000-mile ride, actually 1,100 miles with this seat. Really comfortable, no pain, no discomfort. I think I'm going to like this seat. I have not done two-up riding with the seat yet, but it's a little bit wider, and I think my wife is going to like it when we go riding on it, but we'll have to confirm that in the future sometime. But I'll do a follow-up video sometime in the future and show you what it looks like after a full season of riding and let you know what I think. So if you have one of these seats, whether it's the Mustang, the Saddleman, one of the Harley seats, or a different brand of seat like Corbin or something like that, let me know what you think about your seat and how it's held up over time. Did you get the colored stitching? Did the stitching fade? Did it hold up? Just let me know what you think. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out. Yo.
All right, the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interweb.
My man, there we go. Get it, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not going to do any snitching here. Huh? No snitching?
No snitching? No, none whatsoever.
Okay, so I won't say nothing about...
This is the champ.
I don't care!
Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures, and I'm on the littlest, biggest YouTube channel on the entire interwebs.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase the bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch.